Faiz Jamil is in the southwest community of Mission tonight, where it's difficult for some people to park in front of their homes. So Faiz, what's going on out there?
Well, what to do, that's the question everybody asks about their residential streets here. The short answer, Doug, not much. The snow and the ice make these narrow streets even narrower this time of year. And take a look at this. This used to be somebody's parking spot, and now more snow is the only thing that can park here right now. There has been ideas of bringing in private contractors in the wintertime to clear away residential streets, but that's always been shunned because of the price tag involved. But now one alderman is saying there might be a way around that cost. The city of Calgary says it will be looking after residential areas where there is potential for flooding. But even when that's finished, it won't be shifting over to streets like here in Mission or anywhere else in the city. Doug, as you know, there is a Snow Angel program here where people are encouraged to shovel their neighbor's sidewalk. I've talked to a few people in the area, and while they're okay with that idea, they draw the line at having to shovel their own street.
All right, Faiz,
Doug?
Thanks for this. That is Faiz Jamil live tonight in Mission.
1 year ago, 10 well-armed and well-prepared gunmen attacked sites throughout the city. 166 people were killed. Some of the city's best-known landmarks were left in flames. Official ceremonies are set to begin this hour. Faiz Jamil is in Mumbai today. I asked him to describe the scene unfolding around him.
Peter, I'm at where the official ceremony is in front of the Gateway to India, right across the street from the Taj Hotel. And right next to it, though, thousands and thousands of people have gathered, and they just started chanting spontaneously here. They're waving flags, having one sign, terror-free India. And some of them are actually chanting. They're saying, in regards to terrorism, pyar karenge, which means that they're going to fight terrorism with love. Very Gandhian belief. As one woman told me, we're Mumbaikars, we're Indians. That's how we're going to face this. That's how we're going to make sure the terrorists don't win. And this is all happening despite the official ceremony about to begin. People here are taking their own initiatives on how to commemorate this day.
Faiz Jamil joins us from Calgary with the reaction to this historic day in Parliament. So Faiz, what is the general mood, would you say, of people there on the street in Alberta?
Well, Diane, this is the story that everyone is talking about. Their eyes are glued to the television, they're listening to the radio, and even now we're getting hits on the local website. But overall, I'd say they're pretty relieved that the Governor General has decided to prorogue Parliament, thus delaying any chance of a coalition, which they're mostly against. But really, they're upset about this whole situation in general.
Faiz Jamil is a freelance reporter in New Delhi. He joins me now by phone. Faiz, what's happening on the ground there right now?
Well, actually, Suhana, since this morning, there's been several attacks in the eastern and central part of the country where polls have been taking place today. Police are still holding off some of the attackers in the eastern part of the country in the state of Bihar at this hour. So far, reports have been coming in that over a dozen police, military, and other officials have been killed, and others have been critically injured. And there's also some reports that voting machines have been taken as well. So clearly, as security is concerned, the objective of this operation was to disrupt the voting. And while it's only been in a few areas so far, it is having the effect of putting fear into people's minds about going to vote.
Now, security, big situation when you've got that many people heading to polls. What's been the security situation leading up to today's vote?
Well, as you can imagine, ever since the attacks in Mumbai on 26th of November, there's been on a pretty high list of concerns for many officials and people in general. As a precaution, the border with Nepal has been sealed and the roads around polling stations are restricted. But interestingly enough, Suhana, the increase of troops at the borders and around key facilities means there's actually fewer personnel available for security at the polling stations compared to the previous elections. Now, as you mentioned, having 700 million people to vote is quite a logistical nightmare. So what they're doing is staggering voting throughout the country over a period of 5 weeks. But that means, unfortunately, the chance of more attacks by either the Naxalites or another group is still very likely.
I know you'll be watching all of that for us on the ground. Thanks for the update, Faiz. That's freelance reporter Faiz Jamil in New Delhi.
But talking to people here, they still say they're concerned that not enough is being done. And actually, for example, just today, I was at the CST terminal where one of the massacres happened, and I walked in carrying 2 big bags, and despite all the security, I wasn't searched once or anyone questioning what I had in the bags or what I was doing there.
That's Faiz Jamil. We spoke to him by Skype from Mumbai.
Now, the one silver lining in this whole thing, Doug, is that no matter what side you may be on in this dispute, pretty much everyone agrees that, at least for right now, Canadian politics is pretty interesting.